What are you up to? Wrong time of year for picnics.
Oh, Chris is a driver short, so he's taking one of the units out. He needs someone to bring one back from the other end, so I said I'd help out.
I bet you couldn't wait to volunteer. Just a big kid at heart, still love playing with trucks.
Well, it beats sitting in an office all day, I could tell you.
Will you be gone long?
Oh, no, just the one day. Edinburgh and back. Why, you got something planned?
Only Christmas shopping.
Ah. What are you going to get me?
Wouldn't you like to know? All I'm going to tell you is I'm sure you're going to like it this year.
3 guesses?
You really are a big kid, aren't you? I'm going to hide it away somewhere with a do not open till Christmas Day plastered all over it.
Spoil sport. I better get going. I said to Chris that would make an early start. Bye, love. Have a nice day.
Yeah, bye.
Tea? Please. Can you pour an extra one for the milk recorder? It's turning blue out there. Will you take it out, Mark?
Depends what mood Jack's in.
Oh, you'd better take one out for him as well while I think about it. You don't sound too good, Annie. Oh, all right.
You don't look it either.
Probably caught a chill waiting up for Jack half the night. Did you see him? Yes. Not that he got us very far. No, I had a feeling it wouldn't.
I take it now is the wrong time to ask about my raise again, then.
I wouldn't.
Oh, don't worry. I won't upset the Lord and Master. I value my front teeth too much.
I've spoken to Joe. I've asked him to come over. Maybe he can get Jack to sit down and talk. I obviously can't. Oh, I know, Sarah. But if I can't even get him to talk to me, we're never going to sort this thing out.
Well, maybe you should just tell him you've had second thoughts.
But I haven't. Not yet. And I won't. Not until he listens to reason.
Have you ever wondered where he gets it from?
What?
His pig-headedness.
Lorraine, are you getting up today? Lorraine? Obviously not.
Do you think you could look after Peter for me while I go shopping for an hour or so?
Oh, I wanted to go out myself this morning.
I won't be long.
Yeah, okay. I just want to try and find myself something to do before I go out of my head. I heard that Sharps, you know, the poultry packers on the Otten Road, are taking on extra help for Christmas.
Oh, it's worth a try. They'll be more likely to give you a chance than anyone in Beckendale. I'll give you a lift over on my way if you like.
Oh, thanks.
Can I have some breakfast?
Oh, the cafe closed at 9:30. Of course, you can always make your own if the strain's not too much.
There's no milk.
Well, I'm just about to do the shopping. Could you look after Peter for me while I'm gone?
I wanted to wash my hair this morning.
Oh, don't bother yourself. I'll take him with me. Come on, Peter. Come on.
I'm glad you changed your mind, Carol.
So am I.
You never solve your problems by running away from them, you know.
I've been thinking a lot about me and Lorraine. Things are going to be different when she comes back.
Well, as long as you both want it to work, that's half the battle.
Well, she's not easy to live with. But then I don't suppose I am either. We're always arguing about stupid little things.
I should imagine the mother of every teenage daughter says just the same.
I started to get her room ready for when she comes back, giving it a good sort out. Quite a long job with our Lorraine.
Well, that's the idea.
I might even give it a lick of paint.
Right. Well, I think we're ready to open up, don't you?
I think so, yes.
And shall we, time for a cup of coffee?
Mr. Turner, you will sort out Nick and Archie, won't you?
Yes. Don't worry about that. Just leave it to me.
Thank you. I am grateful.
Well, there's no more to be said, really. Oh, except perhaps to fresh starts. And you and Lorraine.
Fresh starts.
Hiya.
I don't suppose you could give me a hand? Oh. He's been an absolute nightmare in the supermarket. He grabbed some crisps and some sweets before I even noticed. Then he smeared chocolate down this woman's coat. I thought she was going to sue me for the laundry bill. What's all this?
I wanted to put some washing through for myself.
Well, you could at least have put this in the ironing basket.
Sorry.
Sorry isn't good enough. It's about time you started pulling your weight around the house.
You're always picking on me. You're getting just like my mother.
Oh, don't start that one again. I've told you you can stay here for as long as you need to. And that still goes. But I won't have you taking advantage.
I'm not.
It's about time you started getting yourself together, young lady.
Hi.
Hi, how did it go?
They said they had no vacancies. But I don't suppose the fact that I'm going to be banged up any day now exactly helped.
Well, you didn't tell them that, did you?
Well, no, of course not. The news travels fast around here.
Oh, you can't be sure. There's always too many people chasing too few jobs these days.
Yeah, I wish I could believe you.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Michael, if there's no jobs, there's no jobs. Lorraine, I haven't finished talking to you yet.
Problems.
Nothing I can't handle. She's just trying it on.
Hi. Sorry I'm late. I think my watch has given up on me.
That's okay. Not here, Neil. It's not exactly discreet, is it?
Sorry. Is it all right if I walk around the shops with you? Or should I follow on a few paces behind like Prince Philip?
Don't be silly. I just want to be sensible. And if we do see anyone from Beckendale, we can just say we bumped into each other.
I'm not even allowed to take your hand.
Do you want people to find out?
Frankly, it doesn't worry me.
Neil...
But as you're not ready to do that yet, I'll try and be a model of discretion.
Thank you.
It's not easy, though. All I want is for us to be alone. And every time we are together, we have to creep around, terrified of who might be watching.
I'm sorry.
I suppose a few stolen moments together are better than nothing at all. I just hope it's not always going to be like this.
Don't try and rush me, Neil.
All right. Subject closed. I'll try and make the best of what we've got.
What we've got is Christmas shopping. And that is the list.
Ah. Very romantic.
Early for lunch.
Ah, just a coffee, Chris.
I'd be mad if one of the drivers took it so easy on such a short run.
That's the advantage of being the boss. Besides, if King can take a whole day off, just do some Christmas shopping, I don't see why we shouldn't enjoy ourselves a bit.
Yeah, it's not often we get the chance.
Coffee.
Thanks.
Matter of fact, I've been wanting to talk to you.
Yeah? What's on your mind?
What do you think of Neil Kincaid?
Well, I don't know, really. I mean, if you're considering doing more business with him, I'd say his credit's bound to be good. That's sort of always got a fair bit tucked away.
I wasn't thinking about business. How do you rate him as a bloke?
Can't say I've ever given it a thought. I mean, he's good company, I suppose. What other questions?
No special reason. He's been seeing a lot of Kim.
Eh?
Kincaid?
Well, that's natural. They're both into horses.
Yeah. Sometimes I think he pays a bit too much attention to her.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You've noticed it too?
Not really, but he's not blind and she's an attractive woman.
Yeah.
You're forgetting one thing, Dad. It takes two to tango, and she wouldn't give him a second look.
You don't think so?
You better believe it. Tell you something funny, though. I used to think he was after Kathy.
What? Kathy wouldn't want to waste her time on a bloke like Kincaid.
Exactly. He's just a chinless wonder. You've made my point for me.
Thanks, Chris. I suppose you thought I was daft worrying.
It's going to be a real posh do, is this shoot?
What's so special about this one?
We've got some real big wigs coming up from London.
Aye, and ought to be impressed and all, so you better pull out all the stops.
We're having cases of champagne and girls.
You shooting girls? That'll be different.
No, they're supposed to help with loading. Of course, we all know we'll be doing real work, don't we?
Sounds worth it just for the perks. Any chance of helping out?
Can't see why not.
Don't let him wind you up with tales of wine, women and song. He's just looking for an excuse to skive.
We'll share it out fair and square. He can do the songs, and I'll have the wine and the women.
So we will, lads.
Yeah.
Ah,
Joe? Well, I meant to be going to the farm to see Ma, but gone. Manage another half.
Same again?
Same again, please, Ellen. And off for Joe.
Certainly, Archie. Carol will take your order.
Eh?
In the meantime, I wonder if you'd be kind enough to come through to the back room.
What?
I'd just like that.
What's all this about, then?
I think it would be better in private.
Have we done something wrong, then?
No, not exactly. Now, you and Nick feel you have a justifiable grievance against Carol, don't you?
You bet we do, after all the trouble she's caused.
Well, I'm not suggesting for a moment that she isn't in the wrong, but I think it's time this incident was forgotten.
Oh, dear, really? Well, the way I see it, it's got nothing to do with you.
But it doesn't affect you now, or Nick, or Alice.
Well, there's never anything wrong in the first place, except in Carol's warped mind.
It hasn't stopped you going on your course. You don't get any trouble from the social services.
No, but that's no thanks to Carol.
Archie, you must have noticed that there is some problem between Carol and her daughter.
Well, yeah, you can't help but notice. There's been a lot of talk about it in the village.
Well, that doesn't make it any easier for them.
Not to expect me to feel sorry for her.
Well, yes. Actually, I do.
Forget it. You're wasting your time.
Archie, I can't tell you why, because I've given my word. But if you and Nick carry on this vendetta, you will hurt somebody else apart from Carol. Somebody who's had more than enough to put up with already.
What, Lorraine, you mean?
I can't say any more. But if you push this any further, and it all comes out into the open, you will regret it, Archie, I promise you.
Well, it'd help if you knew what you were talking about.
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to take my word for it. Will you do that, Archie?
Right, you've got your son a day's work, lad.
Great. I don't reckon Jack will be too impressed, though.
Don't worry, I'll talk to him.
There's your drinks and your change, Archie.
Thanks, love. Get yourself on with the change.
Thanks.
He hasn't come in for his dinner again. Sarah took him some sandwiches out, but he needs a hot meal inside him this weather. I'm worried he's not eating enough.
Well, I'm more worried about this cold of yours. Sounds awful.
Oh, nothing a whiskey and lemon won't cure.
I think you ought to see a doctor.
Oh, don't fuss, Joe.
Well, get to bed then. Get some rest.
I can't take to my bed with all this going on, not till I've talked to Jack. I've made up my mind.
Oh, yeah?
If I can get him to listen to me. I'm going to tell him I don't want the money anymore. It's too much trouble.
Well, I think you're wrong. And you're not doing Jack any favours either.
Eh?
Mark, the farm can't go on like this. It needs proper planning. And there's no point him pretending different.
Yes?
And you deserve to retire with a bit of comfort. For heaven's sake, you've earned it.
Don't think Jack sees it like that.
Ah, well, I'll just have to persuade him. Don't worry. He'll see sense in the end.
Wish I could be so sure.
Well, look, I'll come back tonight. Meantime, you take care of that cold of yours.
Well, now, must be everything.
Yes, I think so.
Sure there's not some second cousin 3 times removed you've forgotten?
Now you mention it, there is Cousin Bill in Australia.
No, Kim.
All right, I'll forget about Cousin Bill.
Good. I thought perhaps we might slip off somewhere. Alone.
Kim? Neil? Are you doing your Christmas shopping, eh?
Yes, we just bumped into each other.
Well, I must admit, most of my presents are for myself. But that's the advantage of being a single man, eh, Neil?
Absolutely.
Well, it doesn't stop your feet aching, though, does it? I thought I might stop off for some tea. Would you care to join me?
Yes, thank you.
Good. Well, what about you?
No. I'd better be getting along.
All right, fair enough. Well, we'll go to Betty, shall we?
Why not?
Well, I'd better let you get on with this. Bye, Alan.
Bye.
Kim?
Bye.
Mind you, I don't really mind spoiling myself today. Had a bit of a shock this morning.
Nothing serious, I hope.
Yes, it was, rather. An application from the malt shovel for a reduction in their business rates on the grounds that they are an essential part of Beckendale community life.
He's fast asleep. I'm not surprised. He's had a lively morning. You doing his dungarees?
Yeah, well, I was doing some ironing of my own. Thought I may as well.
Oh, well, there's a couple of his T-shirts if you're feeling that keen.
Okay, give 'em here.
Too much time on your hands or turning over a new leaf?
Eh?
Well, I was wondering when you were thinking of going back to school. Things would be easier if we weren't under each other's feet all day.
It's hardly worth it this term. There's only a couple of weeks left, and that'll only be nativity plays and stuff. I'll start back next term.
Fair enough. But if you're going to be hanging around the house, there's a few things we need to sort out. I've told you you're welcome as long as you want. But that's not going to be easy if you keep pushing me. Well, the way I see it, this isn't even about you and me. It's about you and your mum.
Are you going to send me back?
No. But I think that's where you want to be, in the end.
No, it isn't.
I'm not rushing you. Just think about it, eh? This is never really going to be over till you've got things sorted out between the two of you.
Home farm? Oh, hello, Mrs. Morgan. What can I do for you? Well, yes, I'm sure that's very exciting, but I don't think he's ready for competition just yet. And no, that's not what I mean. I'm sure he's a very bright lad, but maybe riding isn't his thing. Well, you're perfectly entitled to do that. There are other riding stables in the district, yes. Thank you, Mrs. Morgan. Stupid woman. Frank, is that you?
Yes, I've just got in. I see you've been doing your Christmas shopping.
No peeping.
Now, would I?
I'll put them away in a minute. But first, I could do with a drink.
Right, I'll get you one.
If I thought I was going to get away from it all, I was very much mistaken. I kept bumping into people from Beckendale all over Harrogate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, first it was Neil Kincaid going on about the hunt. Then I ran into Alan Turner. He was talking about some council application from the malt shovel, which is even worse.
Oh, poor old Kim.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Still, my mission was successful. I've got you a really great present. You'll never guess what it is.
Oh, I wouldn't want to. It'd ruin the surprise.
Yes, well, I still don't trust you. I'm going to make sure it's very well hidden.
You mean I've got to wait another month before I see it?
Afraid so. Oh, how was your trip with Chris?
Terrific. Gave us a chance to talk for a change. Sorted a few things out. Yeah, I think it was a pretty good day all round.
Hi.
Hiya.
You left the front door on the latch. Look, I'm sorry, I would have been really early, but the professor wanted to stay and chat.
You could have phoned.
Well, I was offered a lift, and if I'd have gone to the phone, I'd have missed it, and then I'd have been even later. Look, I really am sorry.
It's all right. You look shattered.
It's been one of those weeks.
You sure you're still up to going out? You don't look it.
Oh, a cup of coffee and I'll be fine.
All right, I'll get it.
Thanks.
I'll come with you.
So how was your day?
A bit hectic. Kim decided to go off and do a Christmas shopping, so it was all down to me and we were pretty busy.
Are you sure she was Christmas shopping?
What do you mean?
You'll laugh if I tell you.
Try me.
Well, you know, me and Dad took an Arctic out. Dad decided he wanted a break. So there we are, sitting over the mugs of coffee, and suddenly, well, completely out of the blue, Dad says he thinks Neil fancies Kim.
What?
Well, that was just my reaction. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
But he was taking it really seriously. I mean, can you imagine Kim being interested in someone like Kincaid?
No, I suppose not.
Kim would see through him in 2 seconds flat.
But Frank doesn't seem to think so.
Oh, don't worry. I put him straight. We had a really good laugh about it afterwards, though. I don't think he's got any more worries on that score now.
Raring to go.
Jay!
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I must have just closed my eyes for a minute.
You were snoring.
Well, 10 minutes sleep and I'm full of energy again. It's all part of the job.
We really don't have to go out. Not if you don't feel up to it.
I but it's that band you wanted to see.
Honestly, doesn't matter. Stay in.
Well, that's fine by me. I am a bit shattered, if I'm honest.
Look, I really ought to finish my essay. I'll see you later.
There can't be much needs doing this time of night.
Well, you know farming. There's always something to be done. Especially if you're trying to avoid your mother.
Look, I'd better go and see to Robert. When Jack does get back.
Oh, don't worry, love. I don't want any more arguments, and I'm sure Joe doesn't either.
No, we just want to talk to him. After all, he can't object to us having our say. We're all shareholders.
We're all family, which is more important.
Well, I just hope Jack sees it like that.
No offence, Joe, but I've been thinking it might be better if I saw Jack on my own first.
No.
I don't want any more rows.
Doesn't mean to say you're going to back down, though. I mean, Jack has always gone on about Frank Tate riding roughshod and not consulting people, so he can't expect to get away with the same thing here.
I don't think that's the moment to say that.
Don't worry, I'll be tactful. I just want to set the situation as I see it. In the meantime, there's nothing we can do but wait.
Just can't get over the bare-faced cheek of the man.
You're just miffed because he's beaten you to it.
Nonsense. I resent the implication that the malt shovel is more important to this village than the woolpack.
You'll have to look after your customers if you want them to speak up for you.
I can manage all right, thank you, Seth. I think I can put a very good case for this pub being the centre of the community.
Not now I only got there first, you can't.
We'll see about that.
Hey, if Ernie does get this reduction, this poll tax, does that mean he'll be bringing his prices down?
Well, if it does, it really will be essential to Beckendale, won't it? Because we'll all be supping in there. Mind you, he might pass it on to his bar staff. In which case, you'll probably go and work for him, wouldn't you, Carol?
I don't think that's very funny.
Oh, Mr. Turner, he was just being nice to me. Thanks to you.
You ought to be in bed.
Sarah's right. You go to bed, I'll go home. Besides, it's too late to start talking about things this time of night.
Yes, you're probably right.
I'll come back tomorrow. And make sure you have some hot lemon and whiskey before you go to bed.
I'm glad you're here, Joe.
Oh, I'm just going.
Well, I've got a bone to pick with you first. I was talking to Mark earlier. Apparently you said it was all right for him to have a day off to work with Seth on this shoot.
Well, why not? Not particularly busy here.
Well, it may not be busy for holiday campers, but this is a farm. There's always something to be done, and I wish you'd stop interfering.
Mark wanted to do it, and I didn't see any harm. I don't call it interfering. But while we're on the subject...
Joe, you said you wouldn't talk about that.
Talk about what?
Ma's money.
Oh, you've all been sitting here sorting it out between you, have you?
Well, we had no choice, seeing as you won't talk about it.
Jack, please, I'm too tired.
No, Ma, it's too late. Now it's out in the open. I've got a few things to say about it.
Oh, come on, I'm off home.
Look, I'm sick and tired of you. You turn up here, stick your oar in, tell me how this farm should be run.
I'm just concerned about the future. We all are.
Yeah, well, you threw your lot in with Frank Tate. Go and tell him how to run his business and leave me to do what I know.
Just shut up, both of you!
Ma.
Ma, are you all right, Ma?
Gonna call a doctor.